Welcome, Pick-3 at a Glance family and first-time viewers. How's everybody today? Going to get this party started. Hope everybody's doing fine today. Oh man, today I was so sleepy. I don't know why I'm so sleepy. Let me get started here. Alrighty. Hope everybody's doing well today. It's Mo Money Terry from St. Louis, Missouri, but I'm doing Illinois evening draw. I'm state specific for Illinois evening draw. I had eye surgery and I came across the water to stay with my daughters to get nursed to health. Okay, so we're going to get started here in a minute. I said 11. Sorry, I'm just so sleepy I couldn't get out. Wake up, seem like. I'm waking up at 3 a.m. and can't go back to sleep till like 7 a.m. I don't know what's going on there, but I let my body do its thing. I'm at the age where I'm retired and my body doing what it wanted to do. Get up when it want to, sleep when it want to. But hey, I just go with the flow. So what we had for Illinois evening draw yesterday was the 592. And with the Pick-3 at a Glance strategy, what we do is track the actual 1,000 numbers, and Pick-3 at a Glance works for all states. And the reason we can work for all states, we track all 1,000 numbers where we don't do no grizz, no root sums, no date sums, no tic-tac-toes, and no multiple different rundowns that they have out there. And they have hundreds of them for sure, I know, to try to figure out what numbers are coming in the next day. There's no strategy out there that's going to tell you what's going to be coming in the next day. No, you got 1,000 numbers and 1 in 1,000 odds. Those 1,000 numbers have no rhyme or reason to how they're falling. I know I used to think that certain numbers bought certain numbers, and you could flip a number here, flip a number there. But the thing is once you start tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and knowing what they're doing, you're going to find out that the numbers are random and they just fall as they fall. And the only thing that you have to your advantage is the law average. And that's what helped me with Pick-3 at a Glance. And it also helps you know why you plan your numbers. With the Pick-3 at a Glance strategy, I take 22 numbers, do the 1-1 rundown on those 22 numbers, and I have all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. And then I added 3 other tools where I can track the single pair, single digits, and the front pair and back pair. That way I know everything there is to know about all 1,000 numbers that I'm playing. So it makes it relatively easy to build a skill set and strategize what's going on with the numbers in your state. All the state numbers run differently. All of them run differently. So there's no one-size-fits-all strategy other than tracking the all 1,000 numbers in your state to know what's going on with them. Midday numbers run different from evening numbers. Texas got 4 draws. All 4 of those draws numbers are running differently. So you have to track all draws individually to know what's going on with them in order for you to add value to the combination of the numbers you plan to play. So there's no one-size-fits-all strategy, and all the numbers are run differently. So what has helped me get in the winning circle numerous of times is by tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. Okay, so I'm going to get started here with the 592 that came in Illinois evening draw. And what I have here is a system where by tracking all 1,000 numbers with the 22 columns, we find out what column this 592 is going to be under. And what we do, we have to do the 1-1-1 rundown triple ones rundown on that 591. That 592 to find the column that these numbers is going to be under. And if you're a beginner, this is the only rundown that you're going to have to learn to use the PICK-3 at a glance strategy. And it's a powerful rundown, and it covers all the bases that you're going to need to build a better skill set and a better strategy to winning, tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. Here we do the 111 rundown here, okay? And you had the 592, which was the winning number that came in for the evening draw. All right? In Illinois, evening draw. Evening draw. Winning number. So you're going to add the 111 rundown on the triple ones rundown on each one of these individual numbers. And you're going to add 1 to 5, you get 6, 1 to 6, you get 7, 1 to 7, you get 8, 1 to 8, you get 9, 1 to 9, you get 10. But in lottery math, you're always working with single digits. So with those single digits at 1 to 9, you're going to get 0. 1 to 0, you get 1. And then your single digit, you don't use the 1 on the left-hand side, you just use a 0 for a single digit in lottery math. Always single digits. And you add 1 to 0, you get 1. You add 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. And 1 to 4, you're going to get 5. Same number at the top you get at the bottom, you know you added correctly. Okay? Also here, you're going to do the same thing. You add that 1 to the 9, you're going to get 10, but you're not going to use the 1 on the left-hand side. In lottery math, you only work with single digits. So that'll be, you're just going to use the 0 on the right-hand side, count down, and you just count straight down. That's what makes this 111 rundown so easy and simple to use. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Same number at the bottom, you get at the top, you add it correctly. Okay, now, you're going to do the same thing here. 1 to the 2, you're going to count straight down. You're going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. See how simple that is? Same number at the bottom. You get at the top, you add it correctly. Now, if you don't get the same number, do it again. And if you still don't get the same number, go get some quick picks. Because you worse than I am in math, so I don't think we can help each other. So one of us got to be smarter. But that's why I use the 111 rundown, because it's easy. If you make an error, it's easy to catch it. But you have all kind of different rundowns with different numbers up here. So we'll get to that later. But so what I'm doing here, I took the 22 numbers, which I call base numbers, of the 1,000 numbers, just 22 numbers. Okay, that's in numerical order across. Okay, and I got 22 columns with the singles and the doubles and the triples. It gives me all 1,000 numbers and their possible combination. So all at 22 columns at a glance, I know what's going on with all 1,000 numbers in my state. And I'm not guessing numbers and why I'm playing the numbers like you do with the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, the root sums, the grids, and the multiple different rundowns they have out there. Because you don't know anything about those numbers once you get through doing that, if you're not tracking all the 1,000 numbers to see what's going on with them. Okay? So with these 22 numbers, I got 22 columns. I want to see what column this this winning number will be under. Okay? So as you start doing this and tracking, you'll automatically be able to come out with the base number, because you're going to know the base numbers when you start tracking the actual 1,000 numbers that automatically come to you. All right. So here, I know that the base number here and the column I'm going to look at is the 370. All right. So I'm going to go to the column, which I know is column 12 on the PICK-3 at a glance sheet here. right here. I'm going to column 12 to find the 592. Here's column 12, the 037, and I'm going to go down here to find the 592. Wait a minute, 03, wait a minute. And here it is right here. It's shown as 259. All right? It's shown as 259. Reason being, the 037 is the number, the base number. And whatever way, let's see the best way I can explain this. You know, this is a single and then come 6 different ways. And whatever way this winning number comes right here, the 259, it will have to match up with this with the 037. Okay, let me show you here what I mean. You got this 592, which is the winning number that came in. It can come 6 different ways. It can come 529. It can come 259. It can come 295. And it can come 925 and come 952. So any way that these numbers come, this 370 will have to change also. But what you're looking for is in column 12, it is going to show as 037. And that's how you know the columns. And doubles, they can come 3 different ways. 3 different ways. Only 3 different ways of the 1,000 numbers. Like the number 122. It can come as 212 and it can come 221. This is what they call when you're insuring your number, any way this number comes, box combination. If you play it straight for the grand prize or the jackpot prize, you have to get it exact. But if you don't know how it's going to come exact, then you would box the number. And this the only way out of the 1,000 numbers that this number can come is 6 different ways. So that's to put insurance on your number. You don't know exactly how it's going to come. So you just insure that number. If it comes any of these ways, you'll win. You'll win a bonus prize, but not the jackpot prize. Same way on the doubles. If you don't know the exact way it's going to come, you insure it or box it or any order to ensure that any way that it can come, you'll win. Okay? Now, here, I have an app that you can use where you don't have to do all that adding. It's called PICK-3 Rundown app. So you can download it on your phone. And once you download it, it's going to be a line color app. I think it's still line colored. I had this for years. So you're just going to tap it. That was before I had to do all this longhand for myself. So you're going to tap the PICK-3 Rundown app. Once you run it down, you're going to hit the app. It's called Blind Squirrel LLC. That way you know you got the right one. Now here, you're going to put the winning number in here, which is the 592. So I'm going to enter it in. Tap this here. Window should come up, I think. I don't know what's wrong with my fingers. And you're going to put in the 5, 5, 5, 9, 2. And what you're going to use is the same exact 111 rundown. And you hit the 111 rundown. Now see here, all these are different rundowns that people use to try to figure out what numbers to play. and hopefully try to figure out what combination of numbers they can play to hit the next day. All these rundowns to me are difficult to use, except for the 1, 2, 3. It's fairly easy, and I've used it before. But the rest of them, that adding is kind of complicated to me. So I like it to keep it simple, something I can explain. So you just hit the 1 1 rundown like you did, and see here all the numbers that I did longhand. All the numbers I did longhand is right underneath here. The 603, the 714, the 825, the 825, the 936, the 04, the 047, the 158, the 269, the 370, and the 481. All right. So what you're going to do, like I say, find the base number, and it's the 037 is the base number. See how it is, but it's showing as 370, and that's reason being, like I say, if this number, if the winning number, whatever that number come in a different way, then it's going to change the base number here. Let me show you clear. So you put in the 037 right here. Not the 037, you're going to put the 592 in different. Let's put it in as 925. 925. And then let's hit the 111 right down, and you'll see that 037 has changed again to match up with the number, the winning number. So you go down here, and now it's 703. Same number as 037, and you still would go to column 12 and find your winning number, which is the 592. Any way this number changes, the 037 will have to match up. Okay? All righty. I'm live. Okay. Now, so I hope everybody got that, and if you didn't, I explained it through all the videos pretty much each time, because I know I have new people that's coming on and wanting to learn. So I try to start that way with everybody to make it simple for them. And the thing being also, at the end of this live, I will do a Q&A, question and answer period. If we get any bots or trolls, they just need some looking for love. I don't pay them no attention. My main objective here with the PICK-3 at a glance and this channel is to get everybody on the same page and get everybody in the winner circle. Because like I said, everybody's number is going to run different. Everybody's number is going to run different. Okay. And the thing being with that is that with PICK-3 at a glance, I can answer all your questions because we'll all be on the same page, because we all tracking all 1,000 numbers. And you know, I've been doing this 30 years, and you can use my experience to your avail to help you get in the winner circle. Because by tracking all 1,000 numbers, the 22 columns, tracking the single pairs, the single digits, and the front pair and back pair, we can all strategize together the best way for you to win the numbers in your state. Not the numbers in Illinois, not the numbers in Kansas City, not the numbers in Mississippi, not the numbers in Texas, but the numbers in North Dakota or North Carolina, because all of them run different. So your number, you have to know what's going on with your numbers in your state to win. And no tic-tac-toe, no date sum, no grid, no root sum, or none of that is going to show you what's going on in everybody's state. None of that. Ain't no one-size-fit-all strategy, period. Not in my book. And if somebody can tell me something different, I'm welcome to listen. But from what I've found, you have to track all 1,000 numbers to know what's going on. Or you have to have a total tracking system of the 1,000 numbers to know what's going on. And to be truthful with you, they used to have tools on all the websites would help you do that. Did you see that they all disappeared? They used to have a tool where you could know what front pair and back pair didn't fall, or or last time a number fall in many of the websites. But I've seen that they disappeared. So that should tell everybody something, that tracking the actual numbers is the key. And be truthful with you, back then I won pretty good, but when they got rid of that, I had to put the pick 3 at a glance strategy, my own strategy together to winning. Okay? And that's the reason pick 3 at a glance came about, because I knew I had to know what was going on with all 1,000 numbers in order to win. I knew all about all the tic-tac-toes, the date sums. I think I had a library of lottery books, but none of them would tell me nothing about the total 1,000 numbers and how to win. So that's why I put 3 glance strategy together on paper. You don't need no fancy calculator or none of that stuff. Once you get this and get the data together, it's all downhill. You can track the actual numbers in your state, and whatever those numbers are doing, you're going to know what's going on with those numbers. All right? So here, again, I'm going to show you. It was the 592 that came in as Illinois' evening draw. But this strategy worked for all states. It's a lottery pick 3. I specialize in nothing but pick 3 because it's the only one that I can put on paper and track. You can't track pick 4. You can't track pick 5. Pick 4 got 1 in 10,000 odds. You ain't going to track no 10,000 numbers. Pick 5 got 1 in 100,000 odds. You ain't going to do it. I spent all my money on pick 3. And it's been good to me as far as winning with pick 3 because I can track everything about those 1,000 numbers on paper and build a strategy and a skill set. So we're looking for the winning number that came in was the 592. We found out that was on the column 12 of the 12 numbers of singles. And you go down and you have the 259. You circle it off. Bam, you're done. Right there. You'll know more than you'll ever know with the tic-tac-toe, date sum grids, and other different strategies because you're seeing what column that 1,000 numbers fell off of at a glance. Here with these 12 columns, these 12 numbers here, with these 12 columns, each one of these columns represents not just 10 numbers, it represents 60 numbers at a glance that you're looking at. And you got the 12 times 60 give you, and the combinations, the way they come, gives you 720 of those numbers at a glance you're looking at and know what's going on with all 1,000 of those numbers in your state with those 12 simple columns. Had a subscriber tell me it was genius. I don't feel like no genius. I just worked at it until I put it together. I just knew that it's got to be a better way. In some way, I could track all those 1,000 numbers and made it easy and simple, make it easy and simple on myself. So, so what I did, I made these columns and put some numbers together, the 1,000 numbers, to say, okay, if I do this and ran them down, and then I looked at the 6 way that those 1,000 numbers could come, and I put them in 12 columns. So now any winning number come in, you're going to know what column they fell off of. You're going to know last time the number hit, and you're going to know last time that column hit using the pick 3 at a glance strategy. And you got 720 of those 1,000 you're looking at right there. You got 75% of those 1,000 numbers you're looking at a glance. Now, and the doubles, I'm going to call these numbers out. If you want, just write the numbers down, do the 111 rundown on the winning number I just showed you, and get the 12 columns set up. So the first column 1 is 012, column 2 is 013, column 3 is 014, column 4 is 015, column 5 is 016, column 6 is 017, column 7 is 018, column 8 is 024, column 9 is 025, column 10 is 026, column 11 is 027, and column 12 is 037. And people ask me, well, how you got a gap from 018 to 024? Look, I don't know. I did this 30 years ago. I had put my thinking cap on real heavy, but I just knew that 018 was the farthest I could go to get the, I guess, the lower numbers or something. And then I said, okay, let me go to the 024. It was a lot of trial and error. And I said, okay, 024, 025, 026, and then 027. And then the hardest for me to find was this 037. And I put them all together and they work. You'll always find in the rundown, the winning number to come in, you'll always find one of these base numbers in that rundown, just like we did the 037. Okay? You'll always find it. I had one young subscriber that I was coaching. She did the 111 rundown and said that she could not find the base number. And I asked her what was the base number. And for example, she said, oh, the base number, the winning number was 730. And I said, okay, that's your base number. That's that 037. Just mark it off as the winning number that came in. That way you always know, the base numbers can come in. So you have to be able to mark those off also. And which I understand that was a mistake, the easy mistake. First time she had ran across it, but I learned as much from my subscribers improving this sheet as anybody. And a lot of them are thankful for it. And I'm thankful for them, like I am for everybody here. So you got 75% on these 12 little columns, 75% or 720 are those 1,000 numbers you're looking at right there at a glance. Now, here is the single pairs. When after having strategy number one, I realized I need to know what the pair hadn't failed for the month. And how, so I said, I need to know what single pair failed for the month. Out of the 1,000 numbers, I need to know what pairs hadn't failed so I can carry over from month to month working with the law average so I know what's left to play. So I came up with this triangle. And I did 0, 0 to 9, 9 all the way across. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. That's how I started. Then I ran numbers down until I couldn't on each column like this. And then I went through all the 1,000 numbers to see if I could find every number pair that I was looking for. That was some work, y'all. But now I'm sharing it. That was some work. Okay? All 1,000 pairs of those numbers, a pair is in here. So like the 259 that came in was the winning number in Illinois. You got 3 separate numbers. So you're going to have 3 separate pairs with 3 separate numbers. And so you're going to look for the 25, which was here that I know already came in once this month already. Then you're going to look for the 29. You're going to circle it. The 29. But it came in 902 earlier, but I hadn't marked it. So it came in twice. And so I'm going to circle it. I'm going to put a check mark to know it came in twice. And you're going to look at the 59 that just came in this month. Now, everything here in red is from the previous month that didn't fall. See how I can strategize? I know what numbers I'm looking for. Like this, you've probably seen if you've been following me, this 05 here. Now, I'm posting shorts. This 05 ain't came in 83 days today and counting. If you're just doing tic-tac-toe, date sum and grids, you won't see that 85 pair ain't came in your state or like in Illinois in 83 days. That's what I'm saying. If you played any number with an 05 in it, you lost for 83 days and counting right now. That's why I say it's important to track all 1,000 numbers so you know what's going on with them. So you know how long a pair hasn't failed. This 05, remember that if you're in Illinois, or any state, if you're tracking, and I got 1,300 videos to teach you how to use the PICK-3 at a glance strategy. If you track it and you see that a 05 ain't played in 83 days, you want to put that on your bucket list or put that in your skill set to when you win, you want to hop on that 05 every chance you get. That's how I win. Any number I find that's been out like that, every chance I get I play that number. Okay, so let me show you how to do a wheel on this '05 if you looking. I'm gonna show you something here. I'm gonna show you how you do a wheel on it. Because it's the longest one out. And by law average, which we work off of, it has to come in. And you just hop on it when you get some extra money. Every time you get a little extra money, you play it. Play responsibly, like I said, though. Okay. This '05. '05 here. Look, it ain't played for 81 days. I'm telling y'all, once y'all start tracking, it's going to make y'all laugh. I'm telling y'all, it's going to make you laugh. I'm serious. Because you're going to see all this time, the time you've been wasting with all this other stuff, trying to figure out how to win when it's been right here in front of your face, tracking all 1,000 numbers. It's going to make you laugh. And then you won't be so anxious. Because when you lose, you're going to know how you lost. And when you win, you're going to know how you won. Because you're tracking all 1,000 numbers. Okay, now here. You do a wheel, and that's what I'll do. Now, this '05, you do it 050, or you do 051, 052, 053, 054, 056, 057, 058, and 059. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, see, I skipped that 055. I'm still sleepy, y'all. I don't know what's going on with me in this sleep. Man, I tell you. Don't forget the 055. I just put it down here. But don't forget the 055. I know that didn't feel like enough numbers. Now, I'd play this here. 50-cent box. And if I see a reason why to play any of these numbers straight and straight box, then I would play that number straight and straight box. For instance, what if I realize that this '05 ain't fell on the front all year yet? Then I'm going to play '05-6. Play them all as '05 on the front, straight box. Or I realize that the '05 front and the 5-6 back ain't fail. I'm definitely going to load up on this number. See, you can strategize. You can build a skill set with the PICK-3 at a glance strategy. You're not guessing what number to play. When they want to say, well, all the numbers are, you're not guessing the numbers. You might be trying to find what, you're not guessing what actual numbers you're going to play because you're tracking and you know everything about the numbers you're playing. And like I say, the numbers there's no rhyme or reason to how these numbers going to drop. It's 1 in 1,000 odds. The only thing you have on your side is the law average. With the law average, I mean, you got 1,000 numbers, okay? You got 365 days in a year. If you played all these numbers exact every day for the year, at the most, you're going to only get a third of the numbers. And the most of them you're going to only get out of a third is going to be 3 numbers. Out of my tracking, this is what I found throughout the years. You're going to get this 3 here 1 year. You're going to get this 3 here maybe the next year. And you're going to get this 3, whatever other 3, the next year. On average, you're only going to get 3. That's why it's important to track and use the law average to your advantage. So you know out of those 3, which would be the best way to play or how you playing all 10. Ain't no tic-tac-toe, no date sum, no grid, no nothing in the world gonna give you all this information that you'll be looking at if you tracking your actual numbers for yourself for your own state. It will relieve a lot of anxiety because you know how to cut back, you know how to play, you'll build a bucket list of numbers to play, and you'll stick with them because you'll be watching what's going on with the numbers in your state. The actual numbers, not no guess numbers, okay? And that's what I mean. You're only going to get a third of them exact because you're only getting a third, 30% of the numbers every year. That's why you have to use the law of average to see what's going on with the numbers. You can't be jumping on and off the numbers because you don't know what's going on with the numbers. That was my problem. When I would win, I was guessing a number, so I was guessing winning. And then when I won, I didn't know what numbers to play to even win better. Of course, I was going to be guessing those numbers too. It's going to make y'all laugh. Y'all start tracking. You see me laughing? Because you see how insane it is to play numbers and don't know why you playing them. But PICK-3 at a glance, I don't care what tracking system you got. If you ain't tracking all 1,000 numbers, you're playing a loser's game. That's the bottom line. Okay? So, that's the bottom line. That's what you have. And hey, BLC, I see you on here. Y'all know I have eye surgery, so I won't be doing a whole lot of to do. Thanks for being here, BLC. Now, BLC has been with me for a long time. He can explain this better than I can, probably. And he knows how to track all the numbers, and he can help you, and I appreciate his help. And and I have confidence in what he has to tell everybody. So like I said, if we get any trolls on here, they just looking for love. Whatever happened in their lives that caused them to come, or the bots, whatever they are, to me, they looking for love. So ignore them. Like I say, PICK-3 at a glance. I'm only here to answer questions that's going to get everybody in the winner circles. I'm not going to, I'll just, if they're asking decent questions or something, and I enjoy the bots and the trolls, they just, like I say, looking for love. And if they're looking for love, they're in the right place. I'm not going to worry about them. They'll feel that, you know, they might not like the love that I have to offer, so they might go somewhere else and try to find some love somewhere else. You know how I go. So, but that's it. This a third of the numbers. Track your own numbers for your own state, and you can't go. You're gonna laugh at yourself when you start tracking. I'm telling you, you're gonna laugh at all the money I laugh at all the money I wasted. I do. I really do. So now we did that because, for example, I did the same thing like I showed you here with the 38 pair that hadn't failed in Missouri. And I ran it down like this, and I caught the 385, and that was a good payday because I knew what was going on with that number. I wasn't guessing what was going on with their numbers. You always know what's going on with your numbers. Now, here on strategy number 3, here. Okay. Strategy number 3 is tracking the single digits. And I wanted to know what digits are cold or hot digits, all right? And with those cold or hot digits, they used to just say, well, track a single digit and midday and evening and see what number hadn't played midday and evening. Now, you have to track separate, midday from evening and evening from midday. All right? So what I did, I didn't know where the number was cold, what position to play the number in. So I just made, since it's 3 numbers and 3 spaces, I just did 3 cards from 0 to 9, 0 to 9, and 0 to 9. So like the 592 that came in, I'll mark off the 5 on the front. I'll mark off the 9 in the middle and the 2 on the end. See how valuable that is? You can build a skill set and strategy with this. Now, at the end of the month, let me finish out this triangle. I'm getting ahead of myself, y'all. Like I said, I'm still a little sleepy. Okay, I showed you all how to mark off the 259, okay, or the 592 by doing the 25, the 29, and the 59 mark off. Now, that was 3 individual numbers. So you had 3 individual pairs. If you get a double, that's going to only give you 2 different individual numbers. Then you're going to have only 2 pairs, like, say, 448 that comes in. You would mark off the 44 and the 48 right there. You'll know that the 48 came in already that month at a glance. That's how it helps your brain think. So that's because you got 2 separate numbers. You're going to have 2 pairs. Now, if a triple come in and you want to make sure you don't miss one of those doubles, like say triple twos, you just mark off the double twos, or if it's triple ones, the double ones, whatever the triple might be. That way you're in tune with double still fail even though it was a triple. Okay. Now here, like I said, we marked off the 5 on the front, the 9 in the middle, and the 2 on the end. Now say at the end of the month, process of elimination, working with the law average, whatever number you don't mark off, you know what position to play it in. Like this 927 right here. This 927 is my birthday. It didn't play any last year on Illinois evening draw. That's why I'm carrying it. I know why I'm playing my number. So that's my everyday carry number. I play it every day. It's in the bank, every day, 927. So, and here, I know, say the 9 don't fall on the end, so just imagine it hadn't failed. When I go into the next month, I want to make sure I play my birthday also as 279 if it ain't but 56 straight, and 729 56 straight. If I just don't play all 3 straight box in like this. So you can build a skill set and a strategy on how you want to play. Because that 9's on the back. All right. I make sure I place that 9 on the back, and that's how I win also. Okay. And like here, how I had a big payday, tracking how powerful this was. Forget what year again. No 7s hadn't failed for a whole month with no number. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what you'll see. And you never would thought could happen, but it do happen. No 7 had failed with no number for the whole month. I thought I was tripping because I was till the end of, say, July. And it didn't have any 7s fall with the numbers for that month. So it was 60 days, no 7 failed with no PICK-3 number that came out. That's hard to believe, right? But it happens. And so I loaded up on 777s. I say, I'm playing 777s. I played 77 front, 77 back. I did the wheel that I call them, 77770, all the way down 7s. I locked them in, and they came out. And that's the kind of stuff you want to look for before you play triple. I do not really actually play triples to the end of the year around, and that's I only play if no triple that came out for the whole year. Because on average, you're only gonna get a third of those 10 numbers. Third of any 10 numbers exact, pretty much, on average. So you have to, know how you playing. So that's why I only mess with triples if none have come out all year into November or December. And then I'll pick it up, and by tracking in my strategy system, I know exactly what triples I'm going to play pretty much. I'm not going to play all 10 and hoping I hit one. I'm not going to do that. I used to do that stuff. I used to play triples every day or every other day, thinking they was easiest to win. They're the hardest to win because you're going to get them one way. So at the end of the year, if no triple didn't fail all the way up to November, December, then I'll play the triples. I'll play triples, and I'll show you the strategy I use to win triples, period. Okay? If I see something like this, it's a strategy I can use and bank on. Where no 7s that fail for 2 months. Only reason you don't play something like that, you blind, crippled, or crazy, or you ain't got the money. One or two. And let's see. And there's the doubles. I think I counted these the 10 doubles right here. And the 10 columns, which make up the 22 columns to make up the 1,000 numbers. And here's the doubles. Column 001, column 2 002, column 3 003, column 4 004, column 5 005, column 6 triple zeros, column 7 001, column 8 002, column 9 033, and column 10 044. Right here, you got the rest of the 30% of those 1,000 numbers with the doubles. Because you got the 720 of the singles, and then you got 9 times the 30, because each one of these columns of the doubles can only come 3 different ways, which gives you 270. That's 9. 9 times 30 get 270. And then you got the triples only come one way, and that's 1 times 10. That's 10. So you got 280 plus 720 gives you all 1,000 numbers and a possible combination off of 22 little columns you got to watch and play and circle. as you play. If you don't play, be sure you track it so you always know when you get ready to go back and jump in to play what numbers to play. And you'll be fine because it don't take but a minute to do what I'm doing here every day, a couple of minutes or so. And now I came up with the front pair and back pair here. I put this sheet together because I wanted to know an extra tool on how to track front pairs and back pairs because I thought that was imperative at the end of the year, and it's the end of the year chart too, to know what pairs would be left working with the law average for me to play. All right, so here, like I say, that 592, I'm going to mark off the 59. See, I know at a glance that 59, if I want to refer back, then play. First time it played all year, it's 59 on the front. Numbers are the same on the top and the bottom. Now I want to see if the 92 failed any this year. Nope, first time the 92 then failed out of 6 months, going on 6 months on the back. See what I'm saying? See the power? That's it. That's all you got to look at. Now, how I play triple using this tool here, which is powerful. Like I said, I don't do triples until the end of the year. I don't care how they can throw 1,000 triples out in 1 year. I won't care because I know that's going to be not going to be a normal thing. So, but I only play November and December if they ain't about no triples, and I've won every triple that I played that way. And the way it been, 1 year, Missouri evening draw, double eights hadn't failed, but one time in January in 2022 on the front, double eights. And they hadn't failed all that year, front or back, up to December. So I told my people in St. Louis subscribers to start playing, get on triple eights. But I had other strategy reasons why I was really loading up on those triple eights, because the mirror of it, and I'll show you mirrors, the 3-3 hadn't played, and the 8-8, and they mirror each other, 3s and 8s. So I told them to do 3s and 8s. And those triple eights came in because I knew none had played all year. And some people play triples all year long, all 10 of them. Now, but you, like I say, once you start tracking, you'll stop making the errors that you was making before. You know, if you know, you grow. That's all I can say. You should be growing if you know. I hope you are. But the triple A's came in, so that's what you're looking for. Everyone, like down here, all the doubles are all the way down on the top and the bottom. And that's what I look for. If a front pair hasn't fell on the top or the bottom on that double, them the triples I look for. Also, at the end of the year, I want to make numbers up. Just like, let me give you another example here, how to make the numbers up toward the end of the year if you track it. If you're a serious player, play pretty much every day like I do. You want to, this is powerful information. 1 year in tracking. Say this, the front pair was 5-2, didn't fall, and the back pair 2-7 didn't fall. And I knew this number, which I was going to carry, because 527 is my brother's birthday. So I put that in my bucket list to play, straight box every day or so, because I play every day or every other day. And I could put, so on his birthday, it hadn't failed yet. With 527, I loaded up on that 527. It was on a Saturday. I remember the day. I don't remember what year it was. And it came exactly like that. That front pair and back pair would normally, as you track it, will made itself up toward the end of the year. Whatever number didn't fall all year, the previous year, it would made up that next year. Exact. It'll come exact. And the object of the game is to hit it exact. Okay? And that was a big party. We had a big party that day because I loaded up. That was a big win. All right. Okay. So that's the advantage of tracking the actual 1,000 number for your state. Remember, these numbers run different in everybody's state. Ain't no one size fit all. I don't care what they say. Ain't no rundown, no pattern, no nothing. PICK-3 at a glance doesn't show you a pattern. It shows you how the numbers are trending in your state. That's a difference. Patterns change up. Trends are more consistent that I've been doing PICK-3 at a glance. You know what I'm saying? You can see Like I said, this '05 ain't played in 83 days. That's a trend. That's a trend. That ain't no pattern. That's a no. I know that number ain't fail. So every chance I get, I'm playing '05 and playing, and I'm running them down too. Believe me. Um, so I'm gonna explain mirrors and flips here. Why it's important for you to know the difference how to use it with the PICK-3 at a glance strategy. Here we go. It's imperative that you understand a lot of and you go. I'm sure if you like me, I'm always checking other channels to see if there's any valuable information. I'm always looking to learn to help my channel grow. And you're always seeking information. If if you're a teacher, you should always be looking to learn from anywhere you can. And there's some people on here got some good stuff. I don't think any of them are doing an actual tracking strategy like I have with PICK-3 at a glance. I'm pretty sure they don't, because I'm the one invented this, and I can answer any question about it that came up with it. Not saying I'm the brightest bulb in brightest light bulb in the bunch, because believe me, I was one step away from the yellow bus, whatever that is they used to call, and somehow I managed through it and even went to college. So, but believe me, I'm pretty proud of it, because I know we all can be on the same page using the same strategy with this, tracking all 1,000 numbers. And before, people was using flips, and they'll interchange flips and mirrors. They'll be talking about a mirror when they're talking about a flip, and talking about a flip when they're talking about a mirror. And if you don't understand the difference, you're going to be confused. Boy, you're going to be confused. Like, it don't take much to confuse me. I'll tell you. So you have. I'm doing this because I want everybody to know the difference between flips and mirror. But I don't use flips at all, because I can't teach it, and I don't understand why anybody's using it. But I understand mirrors because it makes sense and it holds true. Okay. Now, with this mirrors, you're gonna add +5 to the 0 to 9 numbers, the 9 number. And flips are totally different. You're going to add +3 to the 0 to 9 number. So mirrors, there's some kind, call them the opposite number, sister number, or mirror number. Flips, they just call flips. So when they interchange that on you and call it, you have to know that if you see they added +3, and they talking about a flip. If you see they added a +5, they talking about a mirror. And you'll be able to do that in your head the more you play this game and tracking. So what it is, if you add +5 to 0, you get 5. +5 to 1, you get 6. +5, did I say that right? +5 to 1, you get 6. +5 to 2, you get 7. +5 to 3, you get 8. +5 to 4, you get 9. Simple. I like that. And if you did the same thing, you're going to just do if you add +5 to 5, you'll get 10. But if you don't use the 1, you just use the 0. And then you use the 0. If you have 5 to 6, you're going to get 11. And you just use the 1 +5 to 7, you get 12. You just use 2 +5 to 8, you're going to get 13. You just use the 3, and +5 to 9, you get 14, and you just use 4. See, about the opposite mirror sisters of each other. So here you would say 0 is the mirror of 5, 5 is the mirror of 0, 1 is the mirror of 6, 6 is the mirror of 1, 2 the mirror of 7, 7 mirror of 2, 3 the mirror of 8, 8 the mirror of 3, 4 the mirror of 9, 9 the mirror of 4. So this works pretty good because it divides the 1,000 numbers evenly in half, where you got from 000s to 499 numbers on the top, and 500 to 999 numbers on the bottom. Okay, so let's say you played 0, 1, 2, and the lottery played 5, 6, 7. They just mirrored your number. Simple. That top number different than the bottom number, mirror. Okay, or vice versa. You played 5, 6, 7. And they played 0, 1, 2. Mirrored the number. You played 1, 2, 3. And they played 6, 7, 8. They just mirrored your number, or vice versa. If you played the 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, they mirrored your number. If it's a double and they play 1, 2, 2, you play 1, 2, 2, and they play 6, 7, 7, they mirrored your number, vice versa. You play 6, 7, 7, they play 1, 2, 2. Okay? If you play 000s, they play 555s, mirrored, they mirrored the fives and the zeros into a five, or you play five to mirror the zero. And that happens. That happens. So you have to know when that happens. Because again, like I say, if I can divide it in half. Zero same as five, five same as zero. See, that's simple. Triple zeros, triple fives. Now here, like I say, you take the 3 and add to the 0 to 9. So you add plus 3 to 0, you get 3, 3 to 3 to 1, you get 4, 3 to 2, you get 5, 3 to 3, you get 6, 3 to 4, you get 7, 3 to 5, you get 8, 3 to 6, you get 9, and 3 to 7, you're going to get 10. But again, you always want single digit, you're just going to use a 0. 3 to 8, you're going to get 11, but you just use 1. And 3 to 9, you get 12, you just use 2. Now, see here? So same here, 0 same as 3, 3 same as 0, 1 same as 4, 4 same as 1, 2 same as 5, 5 same as 2, 3 same as 6, 6 same as 3, 4 same as 7, 7 same as 4, 5 same as 8, 8 same as 5, or mirror. Well, now I ain't going to say mirror, it's a flip. I'm going to say a flip of 5. 6 is the flip of 9, 9 is 6, a flip of 6. I'm just starting saying this, so I might be a little tired tongue right now. 7 is the flip of 0, 0 is the flip of 7. I'm going to have to go a little slower because I ain't fast with this yet. 8 is the flip of 1, 1 is the flip of 8. 9 is the flip of 2, and 2 is the flip of 9. So here, if you play 0, 1, 2, the flip of that number is 3, 4, 5. But it's different, see? That's why you got to know what the different numbers are. 0, 1, 2 here is 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, the flip is 4, 5, 6. Here, 1, 2, 3 is 6, 7, 8. Here, 1, 2, 3, the flip is 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, the flip is 6, 7, 8. Yep. And this 1, 2, 2, the flip is 4, 5, 5, but the mirror 1, 2, 2 is 6, 7, 7. All right? And then here, the 0, 0, 0, 0, the flip is 3, 3, 3, 3. I don't understand that. I can't explain it. I just making y'all aware of it. I don't even use it. Don't even think about it other than when I'm training. Training, okay? Trying to get everybody in the winner circle. That's all I do. Now here, this don't hold true to me, and I don't understand it, because here you have on the flip, a 1 is a 4 and a 4 is a 1. And then here, an 8 is a 1 and 1 is 8. So which is it? They both can't be the same thing. And so that's too confusing. I couldn't explain that. PICK-3 at a glance is trackable, teachable, and doable. And PICK-3 is trackable, teachable, and doable if you're working with the actual 1,000 numbers. Okay? Let's see here. So we did the mirror. Now, what the importance of that is, you're going to start looking for mirrors. Right here. Right here. Every one of these columns mirror each other. A woman told me it was genius. One of my subscribers said, that was genius. How'd you come up with that? Tell me, believe me, I don't think I'm a genius. This might not happen again in my lifetime, how I came up with this. It might not. Well, it ain't going to happen that I know of. But I was tired of losing. I don't know about y'all, but I was tired of losing. I had to come up with my own system, my own strategy, something I could understand. Really, it was for me, how I came up with it. I wasn't even thinking about sharing it. For a minute, after a while, I started using it. I say, man, other people use this idea. And I say, I'm going to try to, first I was thinking about trying to put a book together, but that never came to fruition. Then after I retired, getting bored, I was going to the front window, looking out the back window, going to the back window, looking out the front window. And some said, well, why don't you start putting that book together for your PICK-3 at a glance strategy? And I said, I'm too tired for that. I don't know how to do that. Then some say, well, you see all this stuff on YouTube, because YouTube is really where I go and watch everything. I got YouTube Premium, so I don't mess with those commercials. So I said, okay, maybe I could do something on YouTube. So I tried to really give it to other PICK-3 people that had PICK-3 channels, but none of them would take me up on the offer because I didn't know what to do with it. So I say, well, I'll go myself. I started researching and going through other people's channels and seeing the best way to start my channel. And 3,300 subscribers later, here I am. Don't ask me how I got here neither. So I'm telling you, it's like out of body experience. It's like I'd maybe done this before or something. I don't know. But yeah. But every one of these numbers, and I didn't notice that before because I really didn't know. I was thinking flips and mirrors was the same thing. And the only thing that made me connect the dots was when I realized flips and mirrors were not the same thing. That's when I realized how valuable this was to help everybody get in the winner's circle. Because see, here in the middle, this 024, the mirror of it is 579. This 135, the mirror of it is 680. At a glance, you will always know what number and its mirror didn't fall. That's valuable because working with the law average, when you find a number as you go through the months, find a number and its opposite ain't fail, you're going to play those two. Or if it's four of them like that, you're going to play those four. You don't have to play all those numbers because the law average, 9 out of 10, one of those two going to fall or one of those four going to fall. Because here, the way you use the PICK-3 glass strategy, you'll always know what columns are due and what numbers are due off those columns. No guessing what numbers are due or what numbers might hit off the column. You're going to know. And that's the power that gives you the value, adds value to the combination of numbers that you choose to play. Because you don't have to guess anymore. You're looking at the actual 1,000 numbers and what they're doing. All of everything. The doubles the same way. Doubles the same way. They all mirror each other. You always know what columns to do. Same here. Let's say the 044. I mean 004. The 004. Right here. 004. The mirror it is 559. At a glance, if you're going to play off this column, you're going to definitely play the mirrors that haven't failed. As you're tracking. So the thing is, with one of these sheets that I can send you out, email you a PDF of these sheets here. It's a little fee for it. Email me, momoneyterry@gmail.com, money, MONEY, Terry, TERY @gmail.com, and I'll PDF you these sheets. It took me a year and a half to get these sheets together, do PDFs. I didn't know how to do all that stuff, but you learn as you go. So I can send them out to you by email. You can get these sheets if you don't want to write the numbers down or just do it on paper. A lot of my subscribers just making these sheets out on paper and getting started today, and they're winning. I got a brother in North Carolina. Them numbers lining up so pretty for him, man. Woo! I don't want to say I wish I lived there, but he's been hitting like every week using his PICK-3 at a glance strategy. So congratulations to him. And you'll see that I've been posting his winnings online and other people winning too. So they haven't hit all month. Okay? That they haven't hit all year rather. And now since they started tracking, their winnings have increased. So that's what I love about it. Then I love about it, you'll see what's going on with the numbers in the actual numbers in your state. Because if you don't know what's going on with your numbers, you play it in the blind. You're playing a loser's game. Because when you win, you don't know how or why you won. And that's the basis of winning. This lottery is set up on working with the law average. Just like on the casinos. This how card counters got invented and broke the boats on the casinos. They had blackjack at 21. I'm sure people are familiar with blackjack at 21. So what they did, one guy came up with the idea. He knew about the law average, and he figured, like me, there's an average to everything. And he figured out that when those cards came out, he remembered what cards that came out, and he remembered by law average what cards were left. And he would load up on the cards when the law average was to his advantage to winning. And he broke the boats like that. So when they abandoned him off the boats, once they realized what he was doing and added 5 decks of cards to to the 21, so nobody they thought could not count those cards. So he taught people how his strategy, and he would send them on the boats and the win, and they win and come and split the winnings with him. And they still have card corners today because some people can count those cards with 5 decks, and they ban them off the boats. And now they have spotters that spot card counters, and they come down, tap you on your shoulder, and tell you you have to leave the boat. So the law average works. You just have to work it. And it's not, people say, well, how often you hit? I can't, I tell you, I hit every day. That might be for my state, but I ain't going to tell you can hit every day for your state because your number's going to run different from my numbers. Or you might hit every day and I might not hit none because my number's going to line up different. That's why no shoe fits all. You can't see it that way. No rundown, no tic-tac-toe, I don't care what, no algorithm, nothing is going to tell you what's going on for Illinois or what's going on in Texas or what's going on in North Carolina or New Orleans if you ain't tracking your own numbers and know what's going on with them. Every one of these columns, every time you mark off of these numbers, you're going to know more than you did the last time. Every time you track off a pair, you're going to know more than you knew the last time. Every time you mark what position these numbers you fell in, you're going to know more than you knew yesterday when you played. And and right here, every time you know at the end of the year what front pair and back pair ain't played for the whole year, you're going to know more than any tic-tac-toe, date, some grid, or rundown can ever show you. I'm just telling you like it is. I'm giving you facts. You can play the way you want to play. But if I had my brothers, I'm going to track these numbers to time get better. And the only way they can mess us up, and I think they did that a little bit, just my strategy, my thinking, when they come out with this fireball, wild ball stuff. When they came out with this fireball, wild ball stuff. But a lot of states still don't have it. A lot of states don't have the electronic draws. So this is powerful for everybody, really. I'm still investigating because I just got acclimated to the wild ball and fireball recently. I didn't have that in Missouri. And I do see my numbers being a little bit slower. And like I said, now this ain't the first time that 05, a number ain't failed in no 83 days. I had 38 not to fall in 138 days, but I won because I was tracking it because I had my eye on it. And you'll have your eye on what's going on with the whole system, not just a piece of the system of your 1,000 numbers. So I think I got everything covered here. So so if you have any questions, we're going to do the Q&A. And I'll try to cover the Q&A with any questions here. I appreciate everybody that's been there hanging in with me. But I really don't go into the chat because it's hard. It's hard for me to stay focused when I'm trying to teach. If I'm trying to do too much. Okay, so let's see what. Okay, BLZ, you talking about Carolina, the 7-7 and 2-2. Okay, thank you for that information. Okay. We're thankful for you too. Thanks for sharing. Oh, thank you, Shauna Martin. Appreciate that. Appreciate the compliment. Okay, Miss LJ, is that all right? I call you LJ Johnson? L Johnson, okay. I think Laurable. I'm tear that name up. I'm sorry, LJ Johnson. Thank you for coming on the live. Okay, is this it? I tell you these. I can't see half. Okay. Oh, here it is. I got it. Okay, BLZ. Thank you. I see you been helping out a lot. Appreciate you. Appreciate the help. I'm sure everybody thank BLZ for his help. He's been a great. Hey, Scott, I see you on there too. Triple numbers. Let's see who said. I don't know if he was talking to me or not. Wait a minute. I already just explained the triple numbers. 482. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Scott, for being on here. Thanks, BLZ, Missouri. Pair 15. 05, April 1st. And yeah, 105 combo. Okay, thank you. Sky High, Salvador. Hey, Salvador, I think if you're still on here. Scott, Salvador. All right. Okay, team. All right. All right. Look like we're getting things done here. Hello, everyone. Hey, Salvador. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate your support. Okay, BLC. All right, guys. These guys look like they got the numbers down for your states. That's a great help. North Carolina. Okay. All right. This is a great help. They give you the actual information here. No guesswork. No guess on what's going on. But track for yourself. You got the tools to track. You know what to do. Because if they make a mistake, anything you want to be able to know that. For real, everybody been asleep all day. Okay. Column 3 on doubles, May 28th. Thanks, BLC. North Carolina. Okay. Who's this? Miller. What the numbers are for the night? We had you PICK-3 at a glance as a strategy where you track your own numbers for your own state. Okay, there's nothing out there I can tell you about what numbers are coming for the night. You have to track your numbers. I can give you a probability of the numbers, but you do the work for tracking your own numbers. Okay, with PICK-3 at a glance, you learn the strategy and you apply it. And I do private coaching. Okay. I even in Illinois, I tell people what numbers I'm playing because once they might see something I miss if they're using PICK-3 at a glance strategy. So I really don't tell people what numbers to play. I just show them what's out there and available and how they can strategize and build their own skill set and manage how they can play. All right. Because everybody numbers are running different. So it's impossible for me to tell you what numbers are coming in your state. I know you might be used to that to other channels, but PICK-3 at a glance is not based on that principle. PICK-3 at a glance is pretty much based on real serious players or people that's becoming serious players. Okay, but you have to. I don't care what you're doing. You're gonna have to track the numbers for yourself. But I appreciate that comment. Scratching for a meal. Okay. But you're getting some pretty solid information on here. I think that's it, everybody. If you got any questions, thank you, BLZ. You're right. Teamwork makes the dream work. You got it, buddy. I don't know what I'd do without you guys because I can't answer all this good stuff you all got while I'm trying to teach. Look, you all, I'm looking to make PICK-3 at a glance a real powerful uh, channel in the lottery community because I'm pretty sure that like I said, we can be all on the same page. And I got the sheets here, the tools to make it easy and simple for everybody to use. And BLC, he said he does everything by hand, and to me, he's fantastic. I think some other people use lottery post. If you don't have the lottery post, you want to download the lottery post onto your phone. I'm going to show everybody how to do the lottery post and what it looks like. If you don't have it and you're new, you definitely need to add that to your arsenal to winning. Okay, let me do it on live here, so you'll see how it works. Okay, let me clear some stuff out here. Okay, set the lottery post up for you. All right. I think you go to lotterypost.com, and then you can download the app off of that onto your phone, your iPhone, and here it is right here. You tap it here, give you basically fundamentals on how to use it. It gives you a year's worth of data. All right. Now you go to where it says results, and then it's going to put up all the states. And then you go to all the states. And this state here is Illinois. I hit Illinois that I'm in. What is this here now? What is this? Open. I don't know what happened there. Let me see what is going on here. Let me try Illinois again. Maybe I pushed too hard. Okay. See, it shoots up your state, whatever state it is you're looking for, and it tells you, okay, 860 came midday, and here's the 592 that came yesterday evening. And so if you want to see all for the month from January up to present, you go here, see where these tabs is right here, where it says PICK-3 calendar. You're going to tap it for your state. And then you go here and you find all the months for January 2024, all this data right here. Okay. All the way to June here. Now what you need to do is take one of my sheets, these sheets here, and you won't have to, well, you probably will have to do the front pair and back pair too sheet. You want to take this data I just showed you, and you want to eliminate all the numbers that fail from January to present here. You're going to have to do the same thing on the master sheet. You won't have to do anything on the single digits and the single pairs. But you need to get this master sheet. And what you want to do, see here, I went all the way back when I came to Illinois. And I eliminated all the numbers that fail. I went back a whole year. I'm telling you guys to go back in your state. You can go back 6 months. But if you got a lot of numbers left, you might want to go back even more, because the more numbers you eliminate, working with the law average, that gives you a bucket pool of the numbers to play that haven't came out yet. Okay, let's see here. And this is January. So you go back to your January, and you're starting with this six. See, this 616 was the only number that fell off column 5 all the way up to this month. And I knew that. And I hit, because I picked up column 5 because it was always on my list. So when I win, or when I got extra money, I won off that column just the other day with the 338. Okay? You can always build a strategy and a skill set doing this, and know why you plan your numbers, not guessing. And you always know what's going to come. So you have to take and eliminate the numbers off of here, and the numbers you have left is the numbers you want to look plan for the rest of July. Because working with the law average, you'll know how to use those numbers and following me and with my team. Hey, Terry C., glad to see you, buddy. And so here, now, right here, and so be sure to get the lottery post. And you won't have to get the premium, because you won't need all that information. I went back 2 years. You won't have to go back 2 years. So right here, now, when you get like here for 2024, you want to get into 2023. You go down more, and you hit here for 2024, and you hit the button here, and the window will drop down. And you go to 2023, and you can almost go to here. They got any year. That's powerful if you want to pay for the premium. But if you're just playing for your state, that's all I do. I just use it for for Illinois right now, or any state that I would be in. And you're going to hit the 2023. But now, here they'll give you the 2023. And it tells you here, you only get 1 year resource for each game unless you gold and platinum. You got to be gold and platinum member to get the rest of the tools. And here, see here, it gives you January. Now you're going to see that these are all blank because it's only going to give you a year's data back. Okay, these here got the little stars and blanks. March got the stars and blanks. Okay. Okay, stars and blanks. Okay, now you pick up here in June. See where the numbers start picking up for you? For Illinois or your state, whatever the state may be. You go here. All the way up to December. That's valuable information, you guys. Because you got to go back and clear off the numbers that have been played already. And by doing that, you'll know what opposites and what mirrors have not played. And that's what you want to start looking at. And front pairs and back pairs. You can put the data together. You got to put the wood in before you can get the fire out. And after that, it'll be all downhill after that. Everything be easy. And see December here. Back. And what I do is I screenshot all this so I have it handy so I don't have to go on the website to, collect the data. I just screenshot it where it's in my phone, and then I catch up like that. And it took me about, to collect all the data for Illinois, it took me about 3 hours, I think it was. One setting. You can do it in one setting, especially using the app that I showed you, the PICK-3 at a glance, PICK-3 rundown app. The PICK-3 rundown app. See here where I did Illinois. I'm going to show you where I did Illinois. If you're a serious player, once you get this together and see the beauty of it, you'll be okay. See how everything in pink, I eliminated. Just what I just showed you, I did myself. I didn't do I didn't do the pairs or none of that because it's not needed. All I want to know is the actual 1,000 numbers and the doubles. It's a separate sheet that I did it on. See here? Same here. All the doubles from January to now. And anything, what I'm looking for here, on all these now, right here, I'm looking to see what columns and their mirrors ain't filled. See here? Now see, you look like this a hot column. Everything look like it fell off this 03 column here. Let's see if you can see it. See it 03? Now, see here, see, that's the importance. You got to know what opposite in this mirror hadn't failed to play, because you'll be playing all these numbers over and they didn't play it already. See here, see this forward to see. See everything, there's no mirror here to play, look like. Let's see, this 1, 2, 9. Well, like I said, nothing there. This 2, 3, 6. And I've been noticing over here that the mirrors are hitting pretty good. I'm like, wow. When I just doing this for this year, I'm like, don't look like I'm getting many mirrors left. Is they hip to something on me? Or they flipping the script on me? 1, 2, 7. See, let's see. Okay, like here. This 2, 3, 8, and this 7, 8, 3. Off that column would be the numbers I'd be looking at playing. Or let's see, this 4, is this 4, 5, 0? Yep, they mirror each other. 4, 5, 0, and this 9, 0, 5. Okay, be the mirror I'd look at playing. Okay, this 1, 3, 8, and this mirror would be 6, 7, 3. 6, 7, 3. I look at playing. Now this column here a little low. This 3, 4, 0. I'll be playing this mirror. The 8, 9, 5. All at a glance. I'm looking for each column, and I'm going to be searching out what number and his mirror hasn't filled. Right here is a pretty heavy column to hit. This 018. Here it is, 246. What I do is take paper and I take each number and what mirror didn't fall. Okay, uh, and I write them down. So I got those. Plus I got my master sheet here to look at, my summary sheet I call it. At a glance, I can look at and see what numbers and the opposites they feel, and I line them up. That's just gonna be a little heavy lifting. Once you get that done, you're gonna be pretty much smooth sailing. And I do the same with the doubles. I go to the doubles, and I do the same for the doubles here. This is all the numbers for Illinois. Y'all, I'm gonna leave it up so you can screenshot what I did. Now double check now, because like I say, my eyes are giving me problems, so I might miss something. I hate that though, but hey, life is life. I'm just lifing. That's all. See here, the 001, 001, and I'm gonna see if the 556 haven't played. Where is that? See, 556. They mirror each other. Off this column, I'm looking for the mirrors that ain't played. Every one of them. So you want to line them up. So you know what's going on in that column, and you know what numbers you're going to play. If you see that these columns ain't hit in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, you're going to line up the mirrors to make sure you play them if you don't play the whole column. That's why you always know what column is due and what numbers are due off the column, especially the number and its opposite of the number and its mirror. That's how I win. That's the strategy I use. So if you're in Illinois, you can screenshot this, I guess, and if the pink comes out, that I got it done for all the way back to January. And see here, here's the 12 columns here that I went back and double check. Double check now. That's all I can say. I double check myself, so quite naturally, I'm gonna tell you how to double check. Okay. All right, thanks, Terry C. Yeah. I'm making that money. Okay, yeah. All right, fella. Thank you, Terry C. Appreciate you. Oh man, they do decades, huh? Okay, I ain't need to go back no decades. I don't think BLC. I ain't go back there. I found that 1 year is pretty much enough. Okay. Hi, Carol Ray. Hi, strangers. Okay, who's okay? All right, family. Let's see. 224 is a good number for me. 224, Scott. Okay, okay, okay. But these are powerful, strong guys. So like I say, check it out. Make sure you want to play or whatever. But I got pretty much confidence in what they're doing because they have the pick that glance strategy down, and they have the tools to use with the lottery post. But like I say, a year's data is pretty much all I've done ever since I done it. I did 2 years when I started and realized I didn't need to go back that far at that time to see what I need to see. All right, family. I appreciate everybody on here. Thanks a bunch of BLC and Scott. I know you guys been around. I've been back on YouTube and I see y'all on stuff from 4 years back. I know Scott. I don't know about BLC, but Scott been around a long time. Long time. Ain't that right, Scott? How long you been doing this, Scott, on these lives and stuff? Because I see, and Terry C been around a long time. Yep. I appreciate all you guys' help because I know you guys as good as I am. Terry C gone. Yeah, you guys been around a long time, man. Before I even knew anything about YouTube. All right, you all. Like I always say, if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing the lucky town. So, OPPB, get organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget, play responsibly. So, play them till they come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.